Hello everybody and welcome to TI Tips. Today we're going to be talking about how to build histograms in your TI-83 or 84 calculators. And you'll see here I have the TI-84 Smart View on the screen, but the instructions are the same with your calculators. Now, if you want to build a histogram, the first thing you're going to need is data for your histogram. And you'll see on the right hand side of my screen, I have this data of quiz scores out of 5. So I'm going to use this data. Now, first step is you need to input your data into your calculator. To do that, you're going to use lists in your calculator. I have already input my data into list 1. If you're not sure how to do lists, I've made a video on how to do that before. Link it in the description below. Go check that out, then come back. But I've already put it in. So what I need to do next is I need to go to stat plot if I want to display my histogram. So you'll see this little blue button above our y is equal to button, and we want stat plot there, so I'm gonna hit second and then y equals, and it's gonna bring me here. So it does. Now you see all these different plots are turned off. I just need to pick one of them. And it doesn't matter which one, I'm just gonna pick one to begin with, and I'm gonna hit enter to go here. Now, because I want to plot a histogram, I need to turn this plot on. So I'm going to hit enter, turn it on. And then I need to select the type. And since I want a histogram, I'm going to scroll to the right until it's highlighting the button that looks like a histogram and hit enter. When you do that, the bottom will change. It's going to have your X list as list 1 and your frequency as 1. If you put your data into something that wasn't list 1, you'll just change that X list there, but since I stored mine in list 1, I'm going to keep the default. And you're never going to touch the frequency. You're just going to leave that as 1. So once you've done this, you can actually go hit graph, and now you'll see your histogram. But a common mistake you're going to see in these histograms are you might have a functions graph over top of it, because we're probably using our graphing calculators to graph functions more often. But that's easy to get rid of. Just go back to your equation editor, so y is equal to, and you'll see I have x squared here. I'm just going to clear the function out. So now when I go back to graph, all I see is my histogram. But maybe your histogram's really small, or maybe it's even off the screen. So we need to format the window. And what I'd recommend to do that to start is not going to your window button, but go to the zoom button. Because if I do that, it's going to give me a bunch of predetermined options. And you're going to see the 9th thing on your list is zoom stat. So you can either hit 9 or scroll down to select that. I'm going to hit 9. And when you do it, it's going to auto format your screen for you. So it's auto formatted this, so I don't have to now. But the only issue is you don't know what the bin widths are. You don't know what their heights are. But you can get that information pretty easily. If you hit the trace button on your calculator, so right up underneath the window, it's going to let you hop between each bar. So right now, it's highlighting the bar farthest to the left. So this bin is going to start at 1 and go to 2. And it's saying, I have 1 value in here. And then it's not including values equal to 2, but it is including values equal to 1. Then I can scroll to the right, see this bin goes from 2 to 3, including 2, not including 3, and has 1 value, and so on and so forth. Now, maybe you don't like the bin size that auto-formatted, or maybe you want to make the screen a little bigger. That's fine. You can go to your window button right underneath the screen, and in that, you can change your dimensions. So it's auto-formatted to give you something pretty good, but you can make it a little better if you want. Maybe I want to start my X minimum values at 0. Because of that, you could theoretically hit 0 on this. I'm going to keep it going up to 6, because why not? X scale refers to our bin widths here. So the default was 1 that it set it to, but maybe I want my bins to be set to width 2. So I'm just going to change that to 2. Now, if I do that, it turns out that my Y values are going to go off the screen. So you can see, I can already see what the graph looks like here. That third bin is off of it. So I'm just going to increase my Y max value to something like 6. And that's going to should be big enough to take care of things. So now when I go back over and look at my graph, I get my 3 full bins. And when I hit trace, I see they're now with 2. So from 0 to 2, then from 2 to 4, and from 4 to 6. And I can still see my end value, so how many things are in my bins. Now, I hope this video helps. Check out the links in the video description below, and have an awesome day, everyone.